All right, everybody, we're going to let a few people come in, and I'm going to share this link. We're going to let a few people come in, and we're going to share the link. Stream will start shortly. I'm just sharing the link, and we will let a few people come in. Stream will start shortly. Just letting a few people come in. Stream will start shortly. This is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Oh my God, you guys are... Why are you guys so insane? Why are we so insane? $51.50 holding it down on the weekend stream with a 5-piece. Gotta love it, man. Thank you. You guys are ridiculous. Bro, thank you for the 5-piece, bro. Bitcoin saying elevated. Looking bullish, baby. Bitcoin looking bullish, baby. How we doing, fam? How was our weekend? What's good? How was our weekend, fam? What's poppin' with you? We got news predictions. They're trying to get people to buy right now, man. They're trying to get people to buy right now. They're pumping. They want you to buy, buy, buy. They want you to buy this dip, baby. It's a trap. Liquidity. Exit liquidity. They're definitely pumping the markets, trying to get you to buy right now. Did 100 push-ups today. 10 pull-ups. 10 squats. Yeah, the 5-piece off rate was crazy. And I'm going to post a few more links. Somebody type in the chat so I know it's working.
Classic, you crazy.
Okay. Nice way to add some info, brother. Yeah, so we're going to have Microsoft Meta on Wednesday. All right, let me tweet this. My God, you're crazy, 5150. You're crazy, brother. Bro is crazy. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. You're so generous, my dude. Let me tweet this and then we'll get the party started. Bro, thank you for the 10 piece, bro. That's insane. So we got MSFT Meta earnings on Wednesday. On Wednesday. And then Apple and Amazon on Thursday. Anything Friday? Berkshire Hathaway, but that's not tech. So I'm just going to cover the tech stocks. Bro, thank you for calling that out, DH. Stock market news, tech earnings this week. Microsoft and Meta on Wednesday, and Amazon and Apple on Thursday. Okay, now I'm gonna and thank you all for being here right now. Thank you guys for being here right now. What up, Whimsy? I appreciate anybody who's showing up for the weekend stream. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, tweets going out, tweets going out, tweets going out. Now we can break this down. A lot of you guys are feeling hype for some reason. Tell me why, though. Talk to me. Why are we hype? Make sure you guys share the stream if you don't mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. We just want to get those links out there, make sure we can get as many people in here as possible. Now, if you don't know what's going on, we got a few things popping off. The major things are for this week that you need to know. Tech earnings, inverse Kramer effect for GME, and we have a box office hit. We have a box office hit out right now, Sinners. So we have some fundamental news for AMC. We have Jim Cramer talking bad about both AMC and GameStop. Recently just talked bad about AMC as well. I just tweeted about that. Andrew Left is still in trouble for shorting GameStop. Let me see if I can find that article. When did we drop that? Oh, we got to tweet that. Yeah, right here. Andrew Left, right here. Andrew Left in trouble for the GameStop. For the GameStop shorting. Hence why Andrew Left is on the thumbnail. Let me make sure I go like my own stream. How do you guys like the thumbnail, by the way? The thumbnail. All right, I like the stream. Yeah, so Andrew Left is still in trouble. We got 5150 starting us off with the stream already lit. Bro going wild with it. Dropping a 5 and a 10 piece. Let's see what the computer got to say about that. Let me turn the program on.
DZ family prepping for another green week. LFG DZ. DZ family prepping for another green week. LFG DZ.
We gotta look at the charts to see if we do have a green week in store.
I'm feeling goods about the week, bruh. LFG, in hit my 2,500 GME share goal. LFG.
Danny
Clapping
Lamb
hands,
with
clapping
a
hands,
gifted
clapping hands,
membership
clapping
as
hands,
well.
party popper, party popper, party popper,
just
party
got-
popper, party popper.
We just got two super chats and a gifted membership on the weekend stream. You guys are absolutely too generous. Thank you so much. So much. Rollins, you just got gifted a free membership by Danny Lamb. You can now access membership perks for up to a month for absolutely free. If you can, thank Danny Lamb. We are out here in full force. Wow, you guys are absolutely monstrous. I don't know why you guys are so supportive, man, but I truly, truly, truly appreciate it, man. Couldn't be here without y'all. Thank God for the DZ fan. Now, let's look at the charts and see what we have. Let's look at the charts and see what we got, family. Let me turn on this confangled camera thing. This confangled. Properties. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys my new phone. Your boy got a new device, bruh. Alright, so thank you, Danny Lamb, dude. I really appreciate it, bro. Check it out, guys, and I'll show you guys on Monday too. So some of you might see it twice, but I'm excited, so I want to share it with you guys. Make sure it's Galaxy S25 Plus, baby. Now I'm leaving it in here. Look at that. I'm leaving it in here because my case has not arrived yet. Just the phone has arrived. Check that out. So we'll have some really dope pictures coming soon for the thumbnail. I don't know if you guys noticed the cameras, but the cameras are really dope. So we're gonna have some really good pictures coming up for some really dope pictures coming up here. Really good quality for the thumbnails and everything. All right, now let's see what we got here. All right, so the thing that we are excited about for GME, we have a falling wedge here, which I talked about. Some of you guys might remember on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Some of you might remember. We have a falling wedge here. And what up, Shifty? I was trying to I seen you were live. I tried to find your stream again, but I couldn't find it for some reason. I was gonna just hit the like button real quick. So as you guys can see right now, we have this falling wedge structure, which we had here on Thursday. We have a duplication here on Friday where we had a bullish push pre-market in the morning trading session. Then we kind of got shorted down. We definitely not shorted crazy, but they definitely shorted on us. Probably some other forms of manipulation here. And then you guys can see we kind of double bottomed off $27. We found a floor, perfect off of $27, bounce. Then we spring up here off the falling wedge, spring up and move up. I'm thinking what we could see here is another replay potentially here of the breakout of the falling wedge, because we did consolidate all day here on Friday. We pushed up. We consolidated. We didn't hold support here at 27.50, but we did hold support here at this 27.39, 27.30, or 29, 27.30. We did find support there. I'll just make it 27.30 to make it easier. And then I believe what we could see here is a similar move. Now, let me check out the weekly real quick. We'll probably have to retest. I'm hoping we don't have to go all the way down to 27.30, but we'll probably have to retest that again. And we'll probably get a clean bounce off of that, and then we'll be able to go past 27.50. But we need to break over 27.50 and 27.80. That's the real thing here. And if you notice, that's been the struggle since last week. We need to break above those support and resistance levels. Those are the levels we need to break above. Now, we're outperforming SPY on the monthly. I think we outperformed SPY last week as well. We were up 2.5. Okay, now SPY outperformed last week, but we're definitely outperforming for the month. 23% up for the month, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Did get a green week for GameStop last week. Did get a green week for GameStop. Realistic price for AMC, 10-20 bucks if we start moving up. All right, so we do have these gap fills to the downside here on GameStop. What we'll probably see is we'll probably have to retest this 27.30. I'm gonna go ahead and make this the gold. AMC will probably have to retest. AMC looks like, I honestly want to think we're just going to hold and then bounce. I kind of think GameStop's going to do something similar. We might not have to come all the way down to 27.50. There's an intermediate support and resistance here. I kind of feel like we're going to hold and bounce. So I don't think we're gonna have to come all the way down to 27.50 or 27.30. We come down to here, we bounce, and then from there we push up. Another super chat? What the hell? You're out of control. TMC? What is that? AMC with a T? Is that your way of asking us to put it on the watch list?
TMC,
AMC with a T?
The metals company us.
MC? Andrew says keep an eye on TMC, y'all. Not financial advice. Low cap stock in an uptrend right now. Thank you for the 2-piece, bro. Yeah, we got the beats, man. Okay, and SPY's going to come up, fill this gap, and then pull back. NASDAQ has a little bit more gap to fill. We're going to go a little bit higher and then pull back. The question is, so we'll see bullishness. Let me make sure, check our data drops. Oh, we have earnings. So this week's going to be super volatile. Earnings always mess everything up. So SPY's going to be super hard to call. And then what else? We need economic calendar. Watch us have some crazy data drops too. We have jolts. Okay, nothing insane. Whoa, yes, nope. I stand corrected. This week's going to be too hard to call. But I still honestly think, based off the technicals, we're going to see bullishness first half of the week all the way up until Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, potential bearishness. Friday, we got unemployment. This week's going to be insane, y'all. Friday, we got unemployment. Okay? We got ISM on Thursday. On Wednesday, we got personal income, personal spending, month over month. We've got core PCE, which is huge. We got GDP as well, ladies and gentlemen. Forecasted to drop horrendous. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Forecast for GDP is horrendous. The economy's horrible. They can't hide it. And if unemployment comes out higher, it's over. That's bearishness. Even unemployment staying the same is still bearish. And it's expected to stay the same. This week's not looking good. I think we're going to get like a doji. A doji candle. So we'll probably get like a slight green. RSI is starting to get overbought. So we'll probably see a little bit more pull to the upside. And then start to pull back for a slight green on SPY. VIX has one more gap to fill to the downside. Once it fills it, it's probably going to bounce. So that's perfect for what I'm saying about SPY coming up a little bit higher than pulling back. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Then we pull back. We're probably going to come up and test those moving averages and then pull back. Not financial advice. Fill these gaps and then come back down to fill these gaps we made on the way up. All right, so slight green week for SPY. Looks like we might be looking at a green for AME and then GameStop too as well. We'll see here in a second. Got 39 people in the building, man. I appreciate y'all being here for the weekend stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you don't mind. Hit that like button and subscribe if you don't mind. We just got a new subscriber, 15,916. Let's go. Love to see it. Right, 42 people in the building. Question is, do I think AMC retest? $270, retest $270 to bounce. We have so many buy orders. Shout out Whimsy Chick for showing me this indicator a long time ago. All right, so we got so many buy orders right here. AMC is getting accumulated. That's all these buy orders. We're 100% gonna continue to. We're gonna continue to consolidate. Like I said this weeks ago. We'll consolidate and push up. It's very obvious that we're gonna make a higher low. I think this is the week that AMC actually pushes up though, but I think GameStop's going to move first. GameStop's probably going to move towards 30 first this week. We're probably going to see a nice week this week for GameStop. Let's go ahead and check out that options chain. See if the options chain got anything for us. Inverse Kramer effect in full effect right now. See what that options chain got for us. 3.9 million short shares available to short at time of recording. Let's go May 2nd. Somebody going long on $48 calls. Other than that, we do have options activity all the way up the chain. But we still have to wait till Monday, because Monday is when we'll see a lot more activity. Nothing happening really right now. Let's go one more week out. See, there's a lot at 27.50. There was last week as well. I think a decent amount closed in the money. This is for last week, right? Right here, April 25th. Yeah, all of the 26s closed in the money. See, if we would have got $28, bro, we would have been pumping. We'd have definitely been pumping on Friday and on Monday. We'd have been pumping, y'all. If we got $28. That's why they couldn't. That's why they wouldn't let us over 27.80, because that's the last major support resistance was for $28. If we got above that, bro, we would have blasted off. That's why this day they had to work really, really hard to start working us down before Friday. And in fact, they did work us down, but we started to recover. They weren't expecting that, I don't think. Now we're going to start moving up towards 30. They're going to fight tooth and nail, though, because I'm telling you guys, once we get to $30, $35, bro, that's when it's a real problem. I think GameStop's going to move first and AMC's going to move. AMC's probably going to get like a little 5% green week this week, and we might get like a little 5 to 10% banger out of GameStop here. I did call for a 10% week the last week that we did get a 10% plus week. Now, GameStop, I told you guys, is going to absolutely be beastie because it's breaking out of this macro falling wedge. We have this overall uptrend. We just made this higher low right here. Really, we were supposed to break out here, but they shorted us down. We're working our way back up towards $30, and that's the breakout point for this falling wedge. So GameStop potentially could go to. They're not gonna want it, and they're gonna fight. So, but $30 is on the cards for this week. Will we do it? That is the question. That is the question. And they're gonna fight us. $30 has been the battle the whole time, y'all. $30 has been the battle the whole time because look what happened last time we broke over 30. The guys and girls that follow my channel know this. We absolutely exploded. We break over 30, bro, we go. 30, 35, we go. They shorted us down right here because they didn't want to happen. We were about to repeat the algo. The algo was about to repeat. We were about to blast off again. They shorted us down. And dilution, I believe, right? Wasn't there dilution involved right there? Something happened right there as well. There was something. Some type of, I think it was the dilution. Am I correct? Or was that something happened at some point in time here where they got some breathing room. I gotta look at my timeline because I don't like just saying stuff. So that I don't remember exactly right. So don't quote me on that, y'all. But yeah, man. If we go to 30, it's a wrap. And GameStop looks really. This chart on the macro looks really, 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 really good. This falling wedge breakout, GameStop's going back to $30, and it's in fact, I think macro, man, this thing is going. GameStop is going to, bro. It's gonna have like a $50 floor, bro. It's gonna go. It's gonna squeeze again. It's gonna squeeze again. It's gonna squeeze again, and it's gonna come up, and it's gonna build a floor like it did before. The question is, are they going to be able to short it back down? Most likely, yes. But it's going to try to build some type of high-ass floor. It's definitely, I think, going to squeeze again, especially once we get this Bitcoin news, y'all. So, very excited about GameStop. Did predict this falling wedge perfectly on Thursday that we would break to the upside right in the morning. Right here's another falling wedge. We're probably going to break to the upside early morning. After retesting 27.36, once we retest that, I think we break to the upside, push for 27.50, secure 27.50. I think we're going to do that right on Monday, go for 27.80, potentially as early as Monday. And if we get 27.80, then ladies and gentlemen, $28. And from there, $30 is just a hop, skip, and a jump. AMC, what we want to see for AMC is we want to see it hold this 270 level. Once GameStop starts to move up, AMC will start to move up as well. Right now, again, with GameStop being so close to $30, they really want to try to keep AME contained because if AME starts to run at the same time, now they have even more problems in their hands. Remember, the same people, I know some people do not hold the same stocks, but the same people are short AMC and GME. It's the same hedge funds. They're short the same. All right, we got 50 people in the building right now, guys. Drop some rockets in the chat. I want to see some rockets in the chat. Drop your favorite stock in the chat. Drop your favorite crypto in the chat. Let me know what you guys like. All right, let's talk about Bitcoin and crypto a little bit here, and then let's make this video. All right, so this crazy coin is up 39%. Of course, there's always some crazy coin that's up massively. Weekly gains up huge. Trump coin up 83% for the week. Back to $14. Nowhere close to, some of the monthly or the yearly highs of like 48 and 77 and 50. Maybe some people that got in earlier are able to get out. But crypto's getting ready to go on another run. Crypto's getting ready to go into another bull run. I did predict this. Altcoin season is coming. I told you guys that Bitcoin was going to go bullish again. It's above its 200 moving average. It's above the daily time frame. What up, B4 Dreams? How you doing? We're also possibly about to get a golden cross here, and you can see how rapidly the 100 moving or the 50 moving average is up to cross above the 200 moving average. So this is just disgusting. This is a disgusting setup. We also have the falling wedge. Just absolutely disgusting setup here on BTC. The only thing that could be nastier is like the Bollinger Bands constricting or something like that, which, oh my God, they are on the weekly time frame. Yes. See, what's going to happen is we're above the blue medium line. We are going to get green MACD on the weekly time frame. Bitcoin's going to consolidate up here for a little bit longer. And this prediction of the breakout of the falling wedge already happened. You guys can see this white dotted line prediction calling for us to go back above 91.6K. That prediction already happened. Now what we're going to do is consolidate above this level. Maybe go briefly above it. But we're going to break. We're going to break out and we're going to go back to 100K plus. And then Bitcoin's going to go to believe it or not, 115, 125 around that range. It's going to make a new all-time high and it's going to make another leg up. And when it does, altcoin season is going to start and it's going to bring more money into the market and it's going to take everything higher. And Bitcoin's going to have a big blow off top. It's going to go off to some crazy number. And then that's it, man. Take profits and then wait to the bear market and buy more. Bitcoin's going to make this move. How many days is this? Yeah, I'll probably make it move before then. So I'll give it a couple. It'll probably make it before then, this time period. But we're going to see some consolidation above 91.6. Maybe might dip down to 85. Maybe. I doubt it. We'll probably hold 91.6. And then from there, we're going to move up and make a new all-time high. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is going to make a new all-time high. And mark my words, when it does, it's going to bring an altcoin season with it. And yes, some of you guys are just starting to realize that XRP was made to replace the SWIFT system. Also, all major altcoins are in an accumulation right now. From XRP, they're in a macro falling wedge accumulation, which is breaking out. XRP, price targets for this are well over all-time highs. That's why there's a big sell wall up here. People plan to take some skin off the table after they make the money because they bought the dip like I did. I bought the dip. Smart money bought the dip. All the whales bought the dip. Move like smart money. Buy the fear. Crypto is in fear. Now look at crypto, fear, and greed. It's probably in neutral now. It's probably out of fear. It's probably getting ready to go back into greed. See? Wow. Wow. So interesting. So just right on track, ladies and gentlemen. Everything going right according to plan when it comes to where we're at with things for the crypto market. So if you hold some crypto, man, let me see some Bitcoin Bs in the chat. Let me see some cryptos in the chat. Where are my crypto holders at? So, yeah, we're looking good, y'all. This week, expect massive volatility. SPY with volatility becomes opportunity, but also comes opportunity to get wrecked. So we're going to be on top of our game this week. SPY traders, SQQQ traders, QQQQ traders, NASDAQ traders. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be insane. We're going to break it all down. I'm expecting a slight green week for SPY. I'm expecting a green week for GameStop. And I'm expecting a green week for AMC. I think this is the week that we're finally going to move out of this accumulation range and start to push up. Weekly MACD is ready to curl. It's ready to flip. RSI is low. I think this is the week where we finally push up. We just need GameStop to start making a move as well. And I think GameStop is ready to do it as well. I think we might even flip MACD green on the weekly time frame for GameStop this week, which is going to be absolutely huge for us to go for that $30 mark. $30 is on the card for this week, but right now we have a battle of $28, and we need to worry about that first because $30 could be next week. So we got to see where we're at with things, but it is on the cards for this week. Once we get to $30, $35, ladies and gentlemen, things will get interesting, and AMC will start to move as well. AMC, once it breaks back above like $2.80, $3, it's going to start moving a little bit faster. Right now it's been barcoding. Volume's been low. It will pick up. Do not sleep on this stock. You can if you want. It's up to you guys. Do what you want. Everyone has to do what they want. Me, currently, I'm not adding any more AMC. I did buy some at the lows here, but I'm not adding any more. I did buy some more at the lows for full disclosure to get my average down on my account where I'm focusing on making the most profit off of, because I have an account that I had before the reverse split that went through the split, and then I have an account that I bought after the reverse split. That way I can make a little bit more money off of the play with a lower average and stuff like that. But as you guys can see, there's multiple gap fills here to the upside for AMC stock here on the daily time frame. So I believe we will be moving up to fill those gaps. Those gaps are definitely going to get filled. Gaps are definitely going to get filled. We had these 2 green days in a row, Thursday, Friday. I think we're looking good for a green week. And we're getting a nice rounded bottom. And I told you guys we're going to be moving up. Also, just to finish my sentence on the altcoins, ADA as well is having a nice falling wedge. I do own ADA for full disclosure. Is that another super chat? Oh my God, bro. You guys are insane, brother. I feel bad because I seen your live stream earlier and I wanted this. I clicked off and clicked back on. It was gone, bro. I wanted to say hi. And I typed Sifty Bites for some reason, but it wouldn't come up.
Hot beverage.
Bro, thank you for the coffee fund. I got 2 coffees in the fridge right now. One for today, one for tomorrow. And it cost me extra, so I really appreciate it, bro. And I had to get a new PlayStation 5 controller because I broke mine. It literally fell off the top of my computer to the desk, which is like this high, and then it broke. Those controllers are extremely sensitive. So thank you for the daily coffee fund, 50 bites. Truly, you guys are amazing, man. One of the most generous communities, man. Truly. Let's go ahead and capture that for the story, man. It just warms my heart. Just warms my heart, man. DZ fam is truly something else. And on the weekends of all things. So this stream has 2 $10 super chats, 3 super chats total, and 1 brand new member. Thank you all so much, man. I truly appreciate it. Also, if you guys don't mind, share my stream on Webull. Cardano is green right now, while the rest of the market's red. Cardano's green. But also, Cardano is in a macro falling wedge as well, which I do believe is going to break out and go for a new local high of this 1.3. This will also be overtaken where ADA will break out with Bitcoin. So I think we're going to see big moves for Bitcoin, ADA, XRP, just to name a few. I think several altcoins are going to blow up, but those are. And especially if the dollar remains under 99. Remember, I told you guys, especially for crypto, this is huge. The dollar should be getting a bounce. RSI is oversold. But if we stay under 99, maybe we come up for 100, 101, retest that a little bit. We'll probably do that. Because, yeah, it's really pushed down. We'll probably get some bounce. But the dollar being down is extremely bullish for cryptocurrency. Remember that. So if the dollar does remain under 99, that's a guaranteed bull run for Bitcoin. Remember that. Not financial advice. So not financial advice, crypto. And you want to be diversified. Me personally, the things that I hold, I'll tell you guys all the things that I hold. I hold stocks and I hold crypto. I hold AMC stock at this time right now. I hold AMC stock, GME stock. I started selling most of my stock. So I have AMC stock, GME stock, and SQQQ stock. I recently got out of a position called NDAQ, which paid dividends, which I was up on a lot and took profits. NDAQ. It was an accumulation play, massive macro accumulation. I seen this pattern here. I saw that it paid dividends. I bought these lows and then cashed out about $82, $82.50. And then it pulled back, kind of does double top and pulled back with the market. Getting a little bit of bounce with the general market now. But did well on this one. And then I hold crypto. Bitcoin is most of my holdings. I only own one share of GameStop and one share of AMC. It's like, nah. But I was gonna show you guys my Webull account, but I'm scared I will show you guys other stuff. But on there, I do have one share of AMC and one share of GameStop. But the Webull account is just bullshit account I got for free. I literally have a share of GameStop and AMC. I figured, screw it. If I have free shares and this goes to the moon at some point, it's a free ticket. You know what I mean? So I copped it up. So on Webull, I have... Oh, and yes, for full transparency, I have 3 stock accounts. I have 3 stock accounts. The Webull account I do count as one of those stock accounts. In full transparency, I don't really want to go into detail of what wallets and stuff like that are accounts, but I have 2 crypto accounts. Crypto portfolios. I have a smaller one and a larger one, and then for stocks, I have a small one, a medium one, and a large one, all consisting of AMC, GME, and SQQQ. So diversity is key. I do own physical silver as well in the form of coins. So again, diversity is key, ladies and gentlemen. Did I see Banner on the building? I wasn't sure. Yeah, I did see Banner on the building. What up? Yeah, diversity is key, y'all. Diversity is key. I plan on maybe getting some physical gold if I can get it for the right price. Anybody know a place I can get some physical gold for cheap? Right now, gold's going to the roof. Diversity is key, y'all. I'm telling you. Diversify. The thing I made the most money off in my experience, though, is crypto, ladies and gentlemen. And I did make a decent bag off of AMC and GME several times. But nothing has produced more than crypto. Crypto has produced 5 and 10 X's multiple times. GME has also produced Okay, a 5 and a 10x is a lot. You know, that's 1,000% gain. A 10x, every 100% is an x. So, and 1x would be 100% gain. 2x would be 200% gain. AMC has produced, the first one was about a 3,000% gain. So that's about a 30x. What up, Wally? What's good with you, brother? All right, let's enough of that stuff. I just want you guys to have some knowledge. Remember, diversify. If you're new to your investing journey, make sure you know, if you're new, you definitely want to diversify. You want to learn as much as you can. You want to study constantly. Depending on what age you are is how much risk you should or shouldn't take. If you're older, you know, you should be looking to take less risk. You know what I mean? You should just be maybe doing index stocks and like Bitcoin or some shit like that. And kicking back and relaxing. If you're younger, you know, in your 20s or early 30s, you might want to get a little risky with it. You got time to make it back. But don't be going when you're 62, 70, blowing your whole bag and putting up your mortgage on AMC stock. You feel me? That's a mistake. Bro, Wally just came in with a 5-piece Canadian. Thank you, brother, for the 5 data dollars. Wow, what the f is happening? And we're about to hit 50 likes. We have over 50 people in the building. I love this community. My God, dude, you guys are just something else. Wally coming in with a 5-piecer, getting close to 50 likes on the weekend stream. What do you know, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get ready to make this video. That way we can get this thing out by 8 o'clock and move on with our day. Maybe I can test out this new PS5 controller. The third one that I had to get, man. And for any gamers out there, do not drop. Especially PS5 or 4 gamers. I don't know about the 4 controller. But do not drop. Even from a foot height on new plastic. Because I literally, all I did was have my controller drop. I grabbed my headphones. I had my controller on top of my computer. And it landed on my desk, which is basically a plastic surface. And as soon as I plugged that bitch in, bro, I had stick drift. Stick drift, if you're a gamer, you know. If you don't, it's when it moves by itself. So I randomly, while I'm trying to aim, my thing will just jerk to the side and then save the guy from a headshot. So do not drop your controllers. And this one, I hope, God, I want chat, fam, please, everybody in chat, no cap, try to bless this controller. What if I dropped it right now? Try to bless this controller. I got a red one. This is my third one. Try to bless this one for a long life. I do not want to buy another one of these, man. Please, dude. I do not want to buy. The second one I just bought is probably not even 6 months old. I dropped it. It's not even broken in yet. This one's still very snappy, though. Brand new. Just opened it today. Very snappy controls. It's honestly worth it to change your controller. Every 6 months or something like that. You can tell, especially if you're a gamer. All right, but back to the stocks. Let's finish this video. Let's do this video. Sorry guys, I got mad ADHD, as you guys know. I get distracted easily. Dude, I need to do something, bro. If I drop that controller, I'll be so upset. So SPY. I don't want to draw a white dotted line. I think we're going to consolidate early morning, come down, retest, and bounce high. And that's what the meme stocks are going to do as well. So I think Monday is probably going to be particularly bullish for SPY and stocks. I think we're going to see a very bullish Monday, not financial advice. Let's see how much room SPY got to run on the RSI. Not much, but we do have some. Now, the question is, are we getting bearish divergence? Because I did see that starting to form. Yeah, see, we're getting it here on the some of the later half. Like here, RSI trending down, price trending up. Not there yet. Very little room to run, but we do have some. I'm thinking SPY is going to fill this gap, push up towards its moving averages, and then reject from those moving averages. Not financial advice. Moving averages are all the way up at like 560, 570, and 580. There's a gap fill as well. That does need to get filled. I think SPY is going to come up. It's going to fill this gap and then correct down. Not financial advice. So we're going to see some more upside, y'all. And we are breaking above sloping support and resistance. We're definitely going to see a green week for SPY, fam. Not financial advice. Definitely going to see a green week for SPY. I did 100 push-ups and 10 pull-ups today and 10 squats. All right, let's get this finished before my back gets stiff. All right. So we're definitely going to see a green week. Without a doubt. It's just going to be volatile, and then we'll see a little bit of bearishness in the later half of the week. But it's going to be very volatile. It's going to be a good money week, though, for traders, for sure. Let's plug in my headphones. Where are my headphones? On. That's what I did. I reached over and grabbed my headphones, and then the controller was on top of my computer, and the wire pulled it. Big mistake, and I knew I was going to do that at some point, bro. I don't know why I do shit like that. I'm like, yo, one day that's going to fall off, and it's probably going to break it, but it's not that high. No, it's high enough to break it. Very sensitive piece of equipment, PS5 controllers. All right. You guys like my fan? Asia's about to wake up. All right. And you're probably going to see a little pop on futures. Your futures, you'll probably see like a slight drop. We'll probably slightly pull back in pre-market on SPY. But when the market opens, we pop to the upside. All right. I got it figured out, y'all. Maybe even a slight pullback for the memes. But when the market opens, we ride. All right, let's put on something hype and let's fix this. Let's get this video popping. It is your boy DZ. It's your boy DataZero in the fucking building, and you know what it is. DataZero family has gone berserk on the weekend and done multiple super chats. You guys are freaking insane, bro, for real. That deserves a rager beat like this. You guys are insane, man, for real. What are we doing, y'all? Like, you guys are really just going to drop 10 pieces and 5 pieces and gift its on the weekend? And we got 60 people in the building? The question is, can we get 50 likes, though? I'm about to pop a commercial, do the video. You guys know the spiel. If you're watching this now, please, 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 if you don't mind, when the video comes out, go to the video and just drop a like and leave a comment. And maybe even watch it again. I'm going to actually try to have the Mark video done before that. Thank you for the freaking 5-piece again, though, bro. I'm going to have to try to have the video done before that, but you might see a little bit on live stream while I'm editing the video. Normally, that's how it goes. Another 5-piece, just insanity, brother. Whoa. All right, guys, you know the spiel. You know the spiel. The please, if you can, don't mind. When the video comes out, just pop a like on it, drop a comment on it, and I appreciate you. What the f is happening? What is happening? Hold on, we gotta put this on the stories. Fam has lost their mind. Fam has lost their absolute freaking mind, dude. 5150 just dropped a 5-piece. This is all on the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And Todd just dropped a 5 gifted. Yo, if you guys just got gifted, please thank Todd. Please thank Todd, bro. That's going to put us at, for the weekend, on the freaking weekend, 6 brand new members. Multiple super chats and 46 likes, bro. We're going to get the 50 likes, man. This is crazy for a weekend stream. Dude, Todd, thank you so much. And thank you, 5150, man. You guys are freaking insane for real, dude. Had to put it on the stories. Had to. Bro, 5 gifted? Bro, thank you. 5-piece and a 5 gifted, man. Fucking legends, man. All right, I just popped the commercial, didn't I? All right, let's pop that commercial. Let's get this video done. That way we can get it out on time. I want to try to have it done by 8:15, and at this rate I won't. So let's get started. Because if I mess up and stuff like that especially. So yeah, let's get started. I'm definitely not going to make it at 8:15. Get the video recorded and edited in half an hour? Nope. Not happening. So I need to get on this right now. I need to get on this right now. Bro, thank you, Todd, for the 5 gifted and the 5150 for the 5-piece. Absolute freaking just monsters. Hopefully chat doesn't skip out here for the video. All right, let's do this. And again, if you guys are watching right now, please, when the video comes out, just go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment on it. Yeah, hype in the chat for Todd, 5150. Let's just shout everybody out who just, because for real, today it really means a lot. Thank you so much. Todd, 5150, Wally, Shifty Bites, Andrew, Danny Lamb. Wow, we got more than I thought, man. Thank you so much. Shifty Bites, Wally, Andrew, Danny Lamb, Todd, 5150, man. Thank you for real so much, man. All on the weekend, too, at that. Bro, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It means a lot, too, man. We got hit. We got hit. I didn't have to, but I just got a new phone, all types of shit, man. You guys know my personal life. I be talking to you guys about everything now for some reason. I don't know why I do that. You guys are my therapist, I guess, huh? Probably give you guys TMI. I should probably keep some things to myself. All right, let's get started here. ADHD kicking in again. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. We can do this. One take only. We can do this, baby. Feel it. Oh yeah, and what do we want to talk about? That helps me. That helps me. Up. Let's keep the earnings calendar open. Okay, I want to talk about Andrew left. So I'm going to leave the tweet down there. We also have new news, which is box office hit, inverse Kramer effect, earnings. Earnings, tech earnings this week. Okay. So we got meme stock news, stock market news. All right, perfect. Like this, look. All right, fam, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. This is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Let's go ahead and hop in the charts, facts, and data right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, this week is going to be volatile, and with volatility comes opportunity. So this is going to get crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get absolutely insane, and we're about to see things pop off. All right, we're about to see things. All right, I'm starting the video over. I didn't see the super chats. I'm sorry, but I have to address these super chats first. It's not a bad thing. You guys are going insane. Thank you, Chris, for the 5 gifted. You guys are going absolutely insane. I have to acknowledge this. I wasn't feeling that take anyways. And thank you, can't wait. Bro.
Games to
Bro, 11 new members. Bro. 11 new members and 50 likes plus super chats is crazy on the fucking weekend. Thank you guys so much. All right, let me run it back. I had to acknowledge the super chats. It's too crazy. 5 gifted and a super chat. This is too crazy for the weekend, bro. What are you guys doing? You guys are acting bananas. All right, let's run it back. With volatility. Let's go. All right. That's what I want to start it with, too. With volatility comes opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Volatility with see, I'm not going to be able to do it now. I'm not going to be able to do it, guys. I'm not going to be able to do it. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your weekly outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. We have massive volatility incoming. With massive volatility, we have massive opportunity. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Let's go and hop in the charts, facts, and data right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, stocks and crypto, weekly outlook and prediction. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of things popping off. We have a lot of news to talk to you guys about. So we're going to break it all down here on this video. Let's go ahead and hop right into it what we're looking at technical wise, fundamental wise, and news wise for the meme stocks and the stock market. So first things I do want to point out here right now, right off the bat, news wise, is Andrew Left still in trouble for shorting GameStop stock. Andrew Left was one of the prominent short sellers for GME stock, and he is being held accountable at this point in time, and we want to see something happen with that. So there is some hope to possibly see some justice, not much, some justice for meme stockholders. Also, inverse Kramer effect in play here for GME stock. Again, I repeat, inverse Kramer effect here for GME stock. Kramer was not just long ago just bad mouthing AMC stock, which I did post about as well. Follow me on Twitter/X. But he is now bad mouthing GME stock, and anytime he bad mouths the memes, they normally pop off. And normally when he bad mouths the stock in general, it pops off. So that is the inverse Kramer effect that is in effect here for GME, not financial advice. You guys could take it or leave it how you want it. Now, that is the news going on for GME. AMC news that we got going on right now for AMC. Box office hits coming out. I told you guys 2025, 2026, box office is going to be better. And AMC is in a prime position with the better seating and better projectors to take advantage of these box office hits. As you can see right now, we have a movie called Sinners out right now that is going wild on social media. People are saying that it's really good, and they're raving about it. Has a really good score on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's doing numbers right now. Could do some more numbers. It's saying that it's kind of falling off here on as the second week goes into play, but we could see some numbers for this movie, and there are going to be more box office movies coming out as well, including some Avengers movies, so things could get popping for the box office, and AMC in a prime position to take advantage of this. So fundamentals are improving. Now, as far as the technicals are concerned, here for GME and AMC on the short term, and then we'll go into long term and what we expect for this week. Here on Monday, what I'm expecting, and this is a full trading week, I'm expecting GME to probably hold this 27.30 to 27.37 level, hold that level as support, and pop to the upside. I'm expecting to see mostly consolidation here pre-market, and then see a move to the upside. But the main thing for GME that we want to see done for GME is a break above 27.80. If we can break above 27.80, then there's a very, very good chance that we can then move to $28. And if we can move to $28, then Gamma will come into play. Also, support and resistance will come into play, and possible FOMO will come into play where we start to push to the upside. Now, if we get a potential catalyst, which we do have a few on the horizon for GME, other than the inverse Kramer effect, GME could potentially also be announcing the Bitcoin here soon. I am expecting that probably around earnings and later down the road, but it could come at any time with a filing or with a news article or something like that. So that possible catalyst is in the back burner and something to look forward to for GME. Now, some bad things that we do want to look at and always keep our mindset straight is we do have these gap fills to the downside for GME here at 26.83 to 26.78, and we also have a few more gap fills to the downside at like 26.68 and 26.66. So multiple gap fills to the downside for GME. If we did pull back, that's where we'd be going to fill those downsides. We do have some buy orders, though. I would expect to move back to the upside if we did see that. Right now, GME breaking out of an overall falling wedge. So I'm actually expecting GME to push up. But again, if we did pull back, that's some price targets that you could expect for GME, but we do see that we do have some buy orders down below us, so we would get a liquidity bounce. Now, you can see there's buy orders right below us right now, and that's why I'm thinking GME is going to actually stay supported and push up, and that's why I'm thinking here on Monday, we'll probably see a pretty bullish Monday here for GME, and if we can break above 27.80, then we have a very, very good chance at going $28, and of course, if we can break and hold 28, then $30 is on the card. And of course, after $30, it's like a story, $30 to $35. You guys know that GME loves to blast off. Last time we got above $30 to $35, we made absolute huge moves to the upside. And if we were able to break above and hold $30 to $35, GME would absolutely start to moon. So again, GME macro, when in doubt, zoom out. I do think we're going to see a green week for GME, and I'm going to talk about it in the SPY seconds as well. But I think the general market is going to move up as well. So that's going to help give GME a little bit of tailwind. Also, we're breaking out of this overall falling wedge here on the macro, and it is looking good. And we might even get bullish cross here on the weekly time frame for a green weekly MACD, and that's going to be critical on the journey for GME to get to $30 and $35. That is what we ultimately want for GME holders, because if we can break above and hold that level, then literally the sky is the limit. We could see GME at $50 or $70, building a floor at 30 and going up to much higher price targets, especially with us breaking out of this macro falling wedge, which I showed you guys. Again, GME is not Bitcoin. It is buying Bitcoin. It is not Bitcoin. But just to show you guys an example of what a macro falling wedge can do, you guys can see that Bitcoin absolutely blasted off when it broke out of its macro falling wedge. So this is what I'm looking at for GameStop stock. I do think we're going to see a green week. Big thing on the table for GME is breaking above 2780. Are we able to do that? And if GameStop starts to move, I believe AMC will move as well. Now, AMC, again, slowly boiling in the background. Once GME starts to move, it is going to help AMC move as well. And once AMC gets back above $3, that is going to help getting some volume into AMC as well. I think AMC is getting accumulated and slowly building up. I think that right now they're trying to deeply control AMC and keep AMC under control, because GameStop is very, very close to its breakout zone of $30 to $35. AMC has an overall falling wedge, and this is why I said I believe AMC has bottomed. We also have a massive amount of buy orders down here, which if AMC went any lower, we would literally just be getting bought up. So people are very eagerly buying AMC down at these very, very low prices. This is why I said I believe that 245 wick to the downside was the bottom, and also this falling wedge breakout. This is why I believe AMC, we're seeing a move up. And now that we retested the falling wedge of support, I believe that we're making a higher low. So you get a low and a higher low. That's going to lead to an uptrend, bringing us back over $3, where we're able to hold $3 and end this overall downtrend that we've been in since we got that announcement of that previous dilution here for AMC stock. Ever since we got that announcement from Adam Aron about this recent dilution, we've been in an overall downtrend. I believe that is ending now. I believe that we have bottomed. Multiple buy orders, falling wedge, multiple technicals and fundamentals saying that we are bottoming and that we are going to push to the upside, and AMC is actually going to make a higher low, and we are not going lower than $2.45. AMC, we want to see break above 275. What I think we're going to see here on Monday is a hold of 270. Once we hold 270, I think we're going to start moving to 275, and I think that's going to happen this week. We have multiple gap fills to the upside, including a gap fill above $3 here for AMC. And then, of course, on the bigger time frames, we have gap fills way up here at like 11, 20, and 30 to $40, which is some of the bigger price targets once AMC starts to break above $5 to $6. Just like GameStop has a breakout zone, AMC has a breakout zone, $5 to $6. That's what they want to keep us away from it, because they don't want two problems on their hands. If both AMC and GME are near their breakout zones, which they did here, that causes literal short squeezes. If you guys do not believe, this was some shorts getting squeezed out, some smaller companies getting squeezed out. Some shorts may have re-entered. We don't really know the mechanics in the background, but this, nonetheless, with seeing this amount of volume and seeing this massive push to the upside for AMC and GME, that was shorts getting squeezed as we broke above our breakout zone of $6 for AMC, and of course $30 to $35 for GME. And if we do that again, you would see a similar move, and that's why they're trying to keep AMC pinned down as low as possible. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC. I think this week is actually the week that we are going to start pushing up. You guys can see that we have this overall rounded bottom. We also had these 2 green days, overall rounded bottom, all of these buy orders. But we really need to break above $2.80 to confirm, are we going to move up? And if we break above $3, that's when we can start to get some volume in and actually start to push up and start to get some significant upside once we do break and hold $3. I think this week is the week where we are going to start seeing some momentum to the upside and see a green week for AMC and GameStop. So that's what we're looking at for AMC. AMC, GME, fundamentals, technicals. Let's go ahead and move into SPY and the overall stock market, and then we will go ahead and wrap up this video after BTC and crypto as well. So SPY and the overall general market, I think it's going to be pushing up. I think NASDAQ has a gap to the upside as well. SPY has a gap to the upside as well. We have not tested our moving averages on the indexes, and I think we're coming up to retest those moving averages. You guys can see that we're coming up now on NASDAQ, breaking above the sloping support and resistance, meaning this overall macro downtrend that we've been in since the top of the market is now officially over, and we are pushing up for an uptrend. Now, that does not mean that we are out of the water for an overall downtrend just yet. What I'm thinking, in my personal opinion, based off of everything I'm seeing here, I think we're getting a bounce to come up to retest these moving averages on the daily time frame and fill these liquidity gaps to the upside before coming back down to fill these gaps that we made on the way up as we bounced. You guys can see we made multiple gaps on the way up as we bounced. I think NASDAQ's coming up to test its 50, its 100, and 200 moving average. I think it's going to reject from those levels and then continue down, in my personal opinion. Now, if NASDAQ and SPY are able to break above the 200, 150 moving average and hold those levels, that's something we would have to look at as somebody who does hold as QQQ, as SPY potentially being able to push up for a new high. So that's something we want to look at extensively. Is the market going to be able to break above these moving averages, or is it going to be getting rejected from it? From what I can see right now on the macro, we're going to be getting rejected from it. But right now on the short term, we are going to be pushing to the upside. Now, again, I told you guys this week's going to be extremely volatile because we have so many things going on. So as far as stock market news going on, we have tech earnings. Okay, so we have Microsoft and Meta on Wednesday, and Apple and Amazon on Thursday. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter/X for more news and information even before it hits the videos, and it helps me out as well. So again, tech earnings on top of, and this is where things get crazy, GDP. We also have personal income month to month, personal spending month to month. GDP is going to be on Wednesday. Tuesday, we got JOLTS, which is not huge, but it is still a 3-star data drop. ISM on Thursday, which is, again, not huge, but still, pretty big. But the two major ones that are absolutely massive, unemployment and GDP. GDP looks like it's going to be pretty much bearish for the market, as it looks like it's coming out abysmal based off the consensus and forecast, coming out much lower than the previous. Unemployment looks like it's remaining high based off the consensus and forecast. We need to see what these come out as. If unemployment comes out hot, that is going to be bearish for the market. If unemployment comes out low, that is going to be bullish for the market. If GDP does come out low as expected, that's going to be pretty bearish for the market. And it looks like GDP almost likely is going to be bearish for the market, but the market is going to be expecting it to come out low, so that could help them digest it a little bit. So we want to watch on Wednesday and Friday in particular for the data drops, but we do have data drops throughout this week. And of course, we have tech earnings throughout this week as well on Wednesday and on Thursday. So do be aware of that. And tech earnings are market movers, and they could potentially help propel the market to the upside for this rally that I think we're about to see. I think we're about to see a brief recovery rally here for SPY and NASDAQ as we come up and retest these moving averages, fill these gaps to the upside, and then we will come back down to fill these gaps to the downside. So I do think we're going to be seeing a green week for SPY, in my personal opinion, and there's going to be a ton of volatility, so that's going to give an opportunity for people to play up and downside. But just know that I think we are going to see an overall uptrend based off the technicals, in my personal opinion. We are breaking above the sloping support and resistance here for SPY as well. RSI is getting hot on the hourly time frames. Little to no room to run. Again, this is why I think we're going to be topping out soon, but not yet. We do have a little bit more room to run. Even on the daily time frame, it's getting close to overbought, but not yet overbought, as we are only at 54 and overbought is at 70. But on the hourly time frames, we are in overbought, too close to overbought. Daily time frame, a little bit more room to run, but again, little to no room to run. That's why I think we're going to see some upside to pull back, in my personal opinion, and I think we're going to see a continuation down based off the macro technicals that I'm seeing on the weekly and monthly time frame. So that's what I'm looking at for SPY and the overall stock market. Let's go ahead and move into crypto and BTC and wrap up this video. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to wait to this video to delete this previous prediction, as we did break out of the falling wedge and go to 91.6K as I predicted we would. I said this falling wedge is going to lead us back to 91.6K, and you guys can see right now, as of right now, Bitcoin rapidly outperforming the market, same as GameStop. You guys can see Bitcoin is up 13% for the month, while the SPY is down 1.5% for the month. NASDAQ slightly positive right now for the month at 0.48%. So GameStop and Bitcoin outperforming the top indexes. As you guys can see, I believe Bitcoin is starting to decouple from the market, even though we are seeing some bullishness in the market. You guys can see Bitcoin is leading the way. Also, Bitcoin above its moving averages. Okay, this is very, very bullish for BTC. Now that we have broken above 91.6K, what I think we're going to see is a consolidation above 91.6K, maybe coming down as low as 88, 84K, retesting that slightly, but I think we're going to see a consolidation and a move up. Mark my words, Bitcoin is setting up for a next leg to the upside, in my personal opinion. You guys can see that we're breaking out of this overall falling wedge. We're setting up to make a golden cross. We are above the 200 moving average on the daily time frame. These are multiple signs of bullishness for BTC. I think as long as BTC can consolidate above 91.6K like I'm predicting, we are going to see a new all-time high. And we see that there are several altcoins also set up and macro accumulation falling wedges that are looking bullish as well. And they're starting to come up to test their 200 moving averages. You can see Cardano 80 here breaking out of a macro falling wedge, which I think will take it past this previous local high of $1.32. We can also see coins like XRP, which recently got an leverage ETF and possibly going to get some more ETFs. So again, the crypto market getting adopted and joining with traditional finance. XRP and also in a falling wedge as well, which could easily see it breaking back above the previous local high of $3.35. So it looks like if Bitcoin can make this leg up, prime altcoins like XRP, ADA, just to name a few, are going to make a move up as well. And this could bring in altcoin season. I told you guys we could see altcoin season. I told you guys this in 2024 around spring, summer 2025. And it looks like we are on track to potentially see that altcoin season. So again, if you're a crypto holder and investor, hit that like button and subscribe, as we've been extremely accurate with our Bitcoin and crypto predictions. So again, this is going to need to see Bitcoin make that move for the altcoins to make that move. Right now, you guys can see we're moving back into that greed. I told you guys, buy that fear, buy that fear. You guys can see we're moving back into the greed. We are getting bullish again for the next leg up for the crypto bull run, in my personal opinion. You can also see right now, if you look at the BTC rainbow chart, that we're still in the accumulation, and we could see a massive push to the upside. Every time after the halvings, we have this accumulation period before making a move up into the orange, red, and yellow levels, and we have yet to move up into those levels yet after this previous halving. So that's more evidence that there is indeed going to be another leg up for BTC, and we could see as high as 115, 125 or higher per BTC, which of course, if Bitcoin gets that high, that's going to mean altcoins absolutely exploding. And you can see altcoins have been blowing up here over the week. And then also, if we go ahead and look again at the crypto fear and greed, you can see that we're moving back into the greed section, showing that we are indeed going bullish for Bitcoin and BTC. And then of course, Bitcoin dominance is so high, so that's why altcoins are going to be following what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 61.1%. Once Bitcoin dominance falls, that's going to be a sign that potential altcoin season is incoming. Ladies and gentlemen, this was your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. If you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and I appreciate each and every one of you for watching to the end of the video if you see this message. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, did I do a good job? Get this bitch edited and get this bitch out. Another super chat. Thanks for steering us through the insanity. I'm just giving the facts, bro, and the data, brother. I'm just giving the just reading my charts. But if it adds value to you,
Thank you, DZ, for steering us to sanity through this insanity.
Brother, thank you for yet another super chat on the freaking weekend. Unbelievable, man. What is this? What does DZ fam come to? Scotty. Shout out Scotty. Guys, truly, thank you. A blessing and a half, for real. All right, let me get this. Let's get this edit. Give me one moment. All right, now. I'm going to edit the video. All right, so I'm going to edit the video, drop the video. This is the end of the stream. I will leave because I think at pre-market's about to start. I think maybe it's 8:30. I think the extended hours is what it is. So I'll leave the stream on. Yeah, it started right now. GameStop up, breaking out of the falling wedge. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to edit the video. When the video drops, please drop a like on it and comment on it. Thank you, Chris, for the 13 months. Risky, Chris Crypto. You probably have the one that I would take, or one that personally I own for risky is LRC, which I believe is tied with GameStop still. LRC. It was when the whole NFT thing was going on and the NFT shop was going on, but I think GameStop closed that down. But LRC is a play potentially as well. But you also have the other one, which is the Onyx coin, which is probably one of the better ones you're going to find. Other than that, Top 100 altcoins, I don't really know other than that, but LRC is not a top 100 altcoin. Thank you for the 13 months, and thank you everybody who watched the live stream. I really appreciate you guys watching the live stream, and thank you for everybody who donated today. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out, fam. Tune in tomorrow for the live stream, market hours. You already know the deal, and hopefully see you guys on the video. Peace, man. And thank you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for fucking 11 brand new members on the weekend and $43 in super chats and 50 plus likes. You guys are incredible. Hope to see you on the live stream. See ya, Sanity, GCA, Kai Supreme, Roaring, Todd, Party, and thank you all the donators. Watch now that I said SPY green, it goes red. I'd be so mad. Come on, bro. What the f, man? Yeah, give me 1 second. You guys are insane.
Can you look at spell token on TradingView, similar setup to XCN 100 points fire key?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta try to get this video because it's already 8 o'clock. So the thing about these lower cap coins, they're only gonna move if Bitcoin really moves. That's the thing you gotta look at for these. All the low caps are only gonna move if we get an altcoin season. Like, we have to get a true altcoin season. But only the top 100 altcoins. Only the top 100 altcoins are gonna pop off. That's why like ADA and XRP are in the bull flags and stuff like that. Only the top 100 altcoins are gonna pop off. If Bitcoin makes the move to 45K or to 115, 125, then coins like this, LRC, those coins, the Onyx coin came up already, so it will do well, but you're not gonna see anything under 100 top 100 altcoins do numbers unless Bitcoin makes another move. And this coin does. It's well known, but it's literally gonna be dependent on that move. It's kind of like a small cap stock popping off without something huge going off, without SPY like making a move, but it's even more less likely. It is in this overall uptrend, but still, you have some buy orders down here, but this one would definitely need Bitcoin to make a move. If it has some type of fundamental or something that I don't know about, but as far as technicals, I would definitely need to see Bitcoin. You do have a slight uptrend, but with these lower cap coins, you gotta see either like some type of fundamental thing or Bitcoin make that move and then get the altcoins to pop off. And we can check it more if you remind me on tomorrow. SPY down. I think I said this about SPY. You'll see some pullback. I hope I said that. I know I said that on the live stream, but I said you'll see some pullback. And I think we'll see this for GameStop, some pullback, and then push up. By the time the morning starts, though, this will all be different. But I think SPY is going to pull back and push up. So I think it's going to come down, probably get bears excited, and then find a bottom, bounce. Not financial advice. I'm ready for SPY to tank too, brother, but it's a process. Bro, thank you, Tim, bro. This weekend stream has been insane. We're just wrapping up, bro. I'm about to actually drop a video, but thank you so much, dude. You actually just made us at 12 brand new members, 60 likes. This weekend stream has been insane. Also, you haven't seen me on Facebook, bro. I got rid of my Facebook. Well, I kind of got banned for some reason. They banned me for posting stock content. Some hater, I think a hater reported me, and but yeah, so that's why I'm not on Facebook no more. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, and you guys can always find me here too. But that's why I'm not on the book. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering why I'm not on there. I didn't get the post or anything telling people that. I appreciate you stopping in, bro. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. And thanks again for the gifted. The video should be done here shortly, guys. So I'll be wrapping up the stream here within the next couple of minutes and dropping the video. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys can, just drop a like on the video and check out the video. Thank you guys for watching the weekly outlook and prediction. Tune in Monday for a stream, and tune in tonight for the video, and tomorrow for a live stream and a video.